Welcome back to our channel. It's great to have you with us again. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. For those of you who are new here, a warm welcome. This is the space where we explore some of life's most profound topics: philosophy, self-growth, spirituality, and much more. I'm thrilled you've decided to join us on this journey. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you never miss an update. Today's discussion is something that's incredibly relevant to all of us, no matter where we are in life. What are the three ancient teachings that can help you truly understand life? These teachings have stood the test of time and continue to offer wisdom and clarity in navigating the complexities of modern living. As we explore these ancient insights, we'll see how they can illuminate the path to a more peaceful, fulfilling existence. Moreover, we'll also discuss why truly high-level people live with clarity and how we can adopt some of their mindset and principles. Life is often filled with confusion, uncertainty, and overwhelm. We may find ourselves lost in the noise, caught up in the fast pace of daily life, or overwhelmed by the constant pull of our desires and fears. In moments like these, the teachings of the ancient sages can help us center ourselves and understand the bigger picture. Clarity, the ability to see things as they truly are, free from illusion or attachment, is one of the hallmarks of those who live at a higher level. And it's not an elusive trait, rather, it's something that can be cultivated through practice, awareness, and understanding. So, let's dive into the three ancient teachings that can help you gain clarity in life. These teachings are not just theoretical, they are practical principles that you can integrate into your own life, leading to a more peaceful and clear-minded existence. The first ancient teaching, know yourself. The first and perhaps most important teaching comes from ancient philosophies such as Greek philosophy and Eastern traditions like Taoism. It is the teaching of know yourself. In ancient Greek philosophy, this teaching was famously inscribed at the Oracle of Delphi as know thyself. It's a simple statement, yet it carries a profound depth that resonates across all cultures and spiritual practices. To know yourself means to understand your true nature, your desires, your fears, and your motivations. It means recognizing the deeper aspects of your identity that go beyond external labels or societal expectations. This self-awareness is the key to personal growth and clarity in life. When we know ourselves, we can make decisions that align with our true values, rather than being influenced by external pressures or fleeting emotions. In modern society, it's easy to get lost in the expectations of others, whether it's family, friends, or society at large. We often measure our worth based on external achievement, the car we drive, the job title we hold, the house we live in. But these are all temporary and superficial markers of success. True self-knowledge comes when we dig deeper, asking ourselves what truly brings us joy, what makes us feel fulfilled, and what we want our legacy to be. When you take the time to reflect on your values, strengths, and weaknesses, you'll begin to see the world with more clarity. You'll understand the things that matter most to you, and you'll begin to let go of distractions and external expectations. This practice of self-awareness allows us to live more authentically, without constantly being pulled in different directions. Knowing yourself is the foundation for living a life of clarity and peace. The second ancient teaching, embrace impermanence. The second ancient teaching is the concept of impermanence, which is central to Buddhist philosophy and many other spiritual traditions. Impermanence refers to the idea that everything in life, our experiences, emotions, relationships, and even our very existence, is temporary. Change is the only constant. In life, we often struggle with this idea. We become attached to people, things, and outcomes, believing that they should last forever. We try to hold on to moments that feel good, and we fear the things we love slipping away. But the reality is, everything is impermanent. This is not something to fear or resist. but something to embrace. When we accept that change is inevitable, we begin to live with greater equanimity. We no longer cling to the past or obsess over the future. Instead, we can embrace the present moment, knowing that it is all we truly have. Impermanence teaches us to appreciate the beauty of life as it is, focusing on the experience rather than on the desire to possess or control it. True clarity comes from understanding that we cannot hold on to anything forever. Relationships will change, our bodies will age, and our circumstances will shift. By embracing impermanence, we free ourselves from the burden of attachment, allowing us to experience life more fully and with greater peace of mind. The third ancient teachings, alive with compassion. The third teaching is the principle of compassion, which has been emphasized in both Eastern and Western spiritual traditions. Compassion is not just about feeling sympathy for others, it's about actively seeking to alleviate the suffering of others and understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. To live with compassion is to recognize that we are all connected, that every action we take affects the world around us. When we treat others with kindness, empathy, and understanding, we cultivate a sense of unity and peace that ripples outward. Compassion brings clarity to our lives because it shifts our focus from self-centeredness to other-centeredness. It reminds us that our happiness is intertwined with the happiness of others. In many ancient teachings, compassion is seen as the highest form of virtue. It transcends individual desires and looks at the greater good of humanity. When we practice compassion, we begin to live from a place of love and care, rather than fear, competition, or ego. Compassion leads to greater emotional resilience, mental clarity, and a deeper connection with the world around us. To live with compassion is not always easy. It requires patience, selflessness, and a willingness to understand others' pain. However, when we make the effort to cultivate this quality, we find that our own lives become more meaningful and our hearts more open. Compassion helps us see the world not as a place of division, but as a place of interconnectedness. High-level people live with clarity. When we reflect on these three ancient teachings, owning yourself, embracing impermanence, and living with compassion, we begin to understand why high-level people live with clarity. High-level people, whether they are spiritual leaders, thinkers, or individuals who have cultivated wisdom, do not get lost in the external world. They understand that true clarity comes from within, from a deep knowing of who they are, from a surrender to the natural flow of life, and from a commitment to compassionate action. Living with clarity means seeing through the illusions that cloud our minds and embracing the truth of the present moment. High-level people are not attached to their achievements, their possessions, or even their identities. They are rooted in the knowledge that everything is temporary and that true peace comes from accepting what is and acting from a place of inner wisdom. When we integrate these teachings into our lives, we begin to see things more clearly. We let go of our fears, attachments, and illusions, and we approach each moment with greater peace and understanding. Clarity comes not from external circumstances, but from the way we relate to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. Conclusion: living a life of clarity. In conclusion, the three ancient teachings, knowing yourself, embracing impermanence, and living with compassion, are timeless principles that can help you understand life and live with greater clarity. By following these teachings, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom, peace, and purpose. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this exploration of ancient wisdom has inspired you to reflect on your own life and consider how these teachings might bring you clarity. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Until next time, may your life be filled with clarity, wisdom, and compassion.